Here's a Comedy Centric moment.
But I want to talk about Popeye, and you fucking did Popeye, man. And I researched it this morning, and I didn't realize there were like 3 other Popeyes before. Well, actually, there were like 7, right, Jimmy? Including Billy.
Quite a few.
I thought I thought you and then maybe one other Popeye. But
no.
Well, Jack Mercer was the main one.
Well, he was, but there was a guy before him.
Polly McIntosh, right? That guy?
No, the guy that originated the voice was named Billy Costello. And
we got that, but before him, though, this Polly McClintock, that's what his name is. He was in a band, an orchestra.
Yeah, but those guys were.
Yeah.
Those guys were, but Billy Costello was a freak. If you can watch clips of him on YouTube playing with a big band in like the early 30s, and he would do accents and he would do female characters, and then you'd hear the Popeye kind of voice, and he wound up. Fleischers hired him to do Popeye, but he was kind of a lout, you know. He was kind of like a troublemaking drunk and stuff, so they didn't know what the hell to do. But in their midst, there was an in-betweener, which is an animation term. It's part of the animation process, in-betweening. And there was this guy named Jack Mercer, who was also a drummer.
Right, I have him. Yeah, I have him on my list, Jack Mercer, yeah.
Yeah, and so Jack Mercer, I'm so sorry, he could imitate William Costello, and what he brought to it was like scat singing, because he was a jazzer, and and that voice. When I was a kid, we all tried to do it. We all sucked. I've
heard you do it, and it's got to be a killer on your throat.
Well, you know what? It's not really. It's weird. I don't even like to think about it. I have magical thinking. I don't want to know what's possible and what isn't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, a bee like is flying around, and you go, look at the size of that bee, and he's got these little wings. How the hell? It must be aerodynamically impossible to do that, but the bee doesn't know.
Yeah.
That's
a great attitude.
Yeah. So I just thought about it. I prefer magical thinking because you're not prohibited. There's nothing forbidden. There's nothing prohibited. You'll just go for it. And one of these days, bing, you might, hit the bell. But the voice was a high voice and a low voice at the same time. It was like, yo, olive oil,
Yeah.
And then it was a low voice at the same time. Yo, olive oil.
That's the one.
Bring you some flowers.
Woo! Didn't that one? Wasn't that the killer, the low one?
No.
Really?
Not really. No.
Wow.
It's just like a buzzsaw. But you know what? They were singers. What clued me into it was I go to see this movie with a friend of mine, and it was about Tuvan singers. Tuva is above Mongolia, and there's like a cowboy culture. Yeah. And there's these guys that when they're singing and they have a horse beat culture similar to our cowboy western, country western, that's what it was based on.
Right.
And then they'd start singing and they'd be like,
yes.
And I said, what the hell? And then I started learning about polyphonic vocalizations and stuff like that. I can approximate them, but there are people, then I've seen freaks on YouTube that can
seen that.
There was this woman named Lala Hathaway. She was Donny Hathaway's daughter, and she could sing friggin' chords. And
I heard that. Yeah.
It makes you want to run away.